let's fill a sketchbook spread. I don't know. I just wanted to try to make a video today, because I don't think I've done one of these videos before. And you guys can draw along with me as well. Like, you can be drawing while I'm drawing. We can draw together. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to draw today. And I'm not making this video because, like, oh, I didn't know what to post. I actually have some other stuff to post, but I'm like, you know what? I want to make this video. Me. I'm gonna get this pen. I don't know what this pen is from. It's just, like, a random gift from, like, an Easter egg basket thing from Easter. I'm going to be drawing my new character, Dove. I'm intending to do a sketchbook tour soon. Well, I don't know how soon, because the other video is super long. And I don't want to do sketchbook tours too close to each other. But in the new sketchbook tour that I'm intending to record, I think that's the word, he's in it, so I'll probably get him introduced. But I'm just drawing him today. I want to, because he's really simple. He only consists of 2 colors, white and black. So yeah. I feel like recently I've been going through a phase of just not wanting to draw, but like wanting to draw at the same time. I don't know. I've been going through this phase for like a year or something. I don't know. It's like very on and off. Oh, and by the way, this is a newer sketchbook. This is the ELO sketchbook. I got the size 8x8. Feel like it should have been a 10x10 because I got a 10x10 before. Dang, it's really hard to talk and draw at the same time. Oh, wow. Okay, Dove is a male, and Dove has some muscles! Yay! Okay, he's toned, probably. Okay, I've been going through this phase of liking to draw men with, the muscles. I feel like I cringe when I say that. But yeah, so I'll just stop there before I say anything. I'm having a different setup today. I'm using the same microphone as when I was doing the sketchbook tour, but placing it slightly not as close to my face. It's actually connected to my shirt now, so I have my other hand that can be free to do whatever. And also, if you don't know, I use my shelf to place the thing that records. But this time I'm kind of using some rulers, like this measuring rulers, to like extend it, because I feel like when I was doing the sketchbook tour, the camera was a bit too far away. So I wanted to try to do it closer. I don't know, editing me will have to check if that's good or not. I'm trying not to draw like this because you can't see what I'm drawing, so I'm trying to draw more like this, but that's really hard. I don't draw like that. What pose is he doing right now? Why is he so short? You know what? You don't need legs right now. Dove, he has wings. Yep. I need to practice drawing wings because I don't know. I don't have characters that have wings. Dove don't need legs right now. I'm going to be using this brand today just because I feel like it's a bit cheaper and I don't want to use my Copic fine liners, I think they're called. And also these ones are newer, so like the little nib is thicker. Line art. Okay, this is supposed to be like a sketch page, nothing perfect unless I decide to bring out the markers or something. But yeah, I'm just gonna take you along with me, and this is gonna be another long video. I already know it's going to be, so if you're just watching this and not doing anything, I suggest you start doing something, like, I don't know, work if you have a job, which if you have a job, how old are you? Because you're probably older than me. Or clean your room, or just draw along with me, because we can be drawing buddies. You gotta draw that muscle. Meow. Man, I'm so not looking forward to freaking school. That's the bane of my existence. Hand. This man needs a hand. That is the plan. Sorry, I rhyme a lot. I feel like I like drawing the men's. I don't like drawing females all that much, even though my mascot is literally a female because I am a female. And a lot of you like my character Pinkink, which Pinkink is the mascot. Because yes, if you didn't know, her name's Pinkink because the channel is Pinkink. So yep, Why do you guys like her, by the way? Is it just because her character design? Oh, by the way, Dove has 4 fingers. Okay, I didn't just do that wrong. I usually draw 5 fingers, so don't come at me that I drew 4. I used to hate when the cartoons had the 4 fingers thing, but I think it's fine. Like now, I don't know. I think it just triggered me when I saw that it had 4 fingers. But now I'm like, dude, just draw whatever you want. Coolio, I drew Dove. Okay. Got the thick boy. It's like I did cursive midway and then just gave up. Okay, Dove, my dearest child. Wait. I'm going to use something that doesn't bleed to color him. Oh, wait, I haven't used this in a while. Yes, I'm going to use that. Oh, I'm like, is that the only thing that's black on him? But I remember he has shoes on that are kind of, well, they're more of boots that are black, but I didn't draw his legs. So I guess we're not going to do that. I feel like he's kind of lacking color. Sure, let's just do this. I don't have a pink that doesn't bleed, so we're going to use purple, even though it looks like he kind of just got punched in the face. But that's all good, ain't it? I should have just used that for shading if that was kind of dumb. There, we drew something. Took 12 minutes to draw this. I feel like I should probably draw a girl, but I don't want to. You know what? I'll draw myself. Let's do that. Oh, I don't know the expression to give myself. I feel like I draw myself with my hair down in like with a side part, because I feel like I like the side part on me. I wonder if you guys could see this. Let me check. Just a little bit. You know, let's talk. So, how are you? Okay, but seriously, I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about. So I feel like with my YouTube channel, that's kind of what I think about all the time. Like, okay, I need to make a video. Oh, I need to do this, and it's kind of stressing me out. And I'm like, I remember those days when I didn't have a channel, and I just drew whenever I wanted to. And not feeling like, oh, I need to draw, because if you don't, then you're wasting your time. Why did I just draw myself angry? But basically, I feel like there's only so much time to live on this earth, which that's really, really sad. But I don't know, I want to make the most of every moment I have existing, so I feel like I need to work my butt off doing art, but I feel like I also need breaks, and I don't give myself breaks. But in the time of a break, I don't know what to do within the break. I don't like to just sit around doing nothing like a little potato. So I was thinking, what if I just go off YouTube for like a month? What would happen? Like, I'd probably just give myself a break and that'll be all good. But then I'm like, wait, then YouTube's gonna hate me after because algorithm doesn't like when you leave for no reason. But I'm like, maybe just to keep you guys engaged, I'll just do some community posts like here and there so you guys know I didn't just die or got like my family got in a car accident. I was gonna say I got in a car accident, but I'm like, I can't even drive yet. I'm learning to though. And I want to do so many things, like make a comic with all my characters. Do you even know how many characters I have? You don't want to know. I don't want to know. How do I keep drawing this? This is clearly done. What am I doing with my life? Nyla Z, because my last name starts with a Z. How long is this now? 19 minutes. Oh, flip, I don't know what to draw here. What's the character I haven't drawn? You know what? I'm going to talk about one of my stories. Okay, once upon a time, the end. That's how it went. No, I'm just kidding. Okie doke. So, I have a story called The Deck. We have this character named Dice. Yes, I feel like I haven't talked about him often in my channel because, yes. So Dice is a 20-year-old man. Yeah, some of you may not have been expecting that. He's 20 years old and he is albino. Don't know what albino is? It's like lack of pigmentation in your skin. It's like those bunnies with those red eyes, but like humans have them. Dice is albino and he works at a fast food restaurant. if he was real, he would probably work at McDonald's. And he's adopted as well. So, yes, he still lives at home for a reason I will not say yet. And then we have the 16-year-old Harley. She is that kind of not chaotic, but very how do I explain this? She is kind of like that happy-go-lucky character, just like woohoo. She's that person that when you leave, like you go in the car to go somewhere and you go, she's always the one who has to pee, and everyone's just like, dude, I told you before we go pee. And she's like, but I didn't need to go at the time. And we're like, oh my god, okay, let's stop at the gas station and go pee. Don't know why I'm doing line art for her. I haven't drawn her in a while. Can I draw her from memory? Maybe. Oh, a thing I forgot to mention. This story is called The Deck because most of the characters are based off of playing cards, like in a deck of cards. This is a very wonk version of Harley. Harley is the 3 of hearts in the playing cards. Oh, and she's Hispanic, by the way. Okay, so Harley's 16 years old. She can't drive yet because her parents are like, no, you're going to crash. We know you. And then we have Lucky. If you saw my sketchbook tour, he was in that trauma section with Dice. Lucky. He's not from the UK, but his grandparents are. Oh, and by the way, this story takes place in Las Vegas because, dude, casinos, playing cards, yes, I'm all for that. Oh, and another thing, their hair is supposed to represent the playing cards they're based off of. Lucky is like the clubs, so that's pretty coolio. Lucky, he's very anxious and that kind of character. And then we have Jade, which is based off of the spades. She is like that mother character. She makes sure that none of them do anything too stupid because we gotta have that character. To be honest, I think I'm that friend that makes sure that you guys don't do anything too stupid. Give her the most derpiest face ever. Anyways, what is the storyline of this? I just realized I didn't really tell you what's the storyline. There's kind of not really a storyline. It's basically the game of life. Things happen, and it kind of just centers around these people and their friends and just life things that happen. But yeah, it kind of goes into all their stories, and then it kind of leads up to him because I'm debating on how much I should tell you guys, because like if I do make a comic, I don't want it to be spoilery. Oh, who cares? Let's just do like the most least spoilery, but kind of spoiling. But all these characters, they're all friends, okay? But Dice, he only has these as friends. He doesn't have any other friends. You know, you have like that friend group, and then you also have like different friend groups. A little anxious boy. So Harley has her own friends separate to these, and also Lucky and Jade also have their separate friends, but Dice does not. Dice didn't know that they had friends other than him, and he's like, what? You have friends other than me? And they're like, yeah. Or is that okay? And he's like, yeah, that's fine. I think he's scared of abandonment. He doesn't want to be left alone in the sense of like, not like left alone, like you can leave him alone if he needs to go to the bathroom, but like he wants to know that there's someone there. Kind of, I don't know, I'm not that good at explaining things, but eventually it kind of goes more into like, that's, for example, Lucky with his friends like Scott, Shay, Theo, and Clover, and then Dice kind of feels left out and like, oh, so you like spending time with them? Like, he's not feeling angry at them. He feels like there's something wrong with him. So, yeah, I don't really know where I was going with that. But I don't know if that interests any of you. Why did I give her a face? Oh my gosh. So silly. Yep, silly's the word. Wasn't going to say anything else. You know, I'm just going to embrace it. She has a not derp face now. Why don't... Okay, it's because I'm talking and I'm on autopilot. Oh, I drew 3 girls! There, that's an accomplishment. I think I'm done talking about them because this video wasn't really supposed to be about them. Well, anyways, I'm gonna take a quick break because I need to eat lunch. Okay, I'm back. I just had some food. I'm gonna try to do an illustration or something colored with markers. This character doesn't have a name. Oh, and I haven't drawn him on this channel before. I don't think I'm gonna draw the lower half of the legs, just because I don't want to. I feel like this guy is very much a nerd. I'm not sure, like, he's very smart, but like, there's different types of smart. He's very computer smart. There we go. I'm thinking he works at an office job of some sort that requires him to be at the computer like all day, and he freaking hates it. But he plays it off as like he doesn't. He's very sarcastic. He's like, yeah, I totally love my job. And I feel like he's actually a cool guy to hang around. He's not like annoying. I feel like I drew this hand super big, like extremely big. But this is a sketchbook and you're supposed to have fun. I feel like he's kind of an older guy. Like, he's not a teen. He's probably like in his late 20s and doesn't like to admit it. And everybody's just like, whoa, you're like 29? He's like, I know, I don't look it, but I am. I feel like the hand should be moved down here. There's too much of this. But too late now, even though it's technically still the sketch. I don't feel like erasing it. He has like 2 bracelets on. One is kind of just plain, and the other one says nerd on it. I'm thinking one of his friends gave it to him at work, and he just wears it. Okay, I think that's good. So now you get to see the process of wow, I can English. How I use markers. I usually use this color for his skin, but this is kind of running out. So I am going to use this color. That is not a Copic, but it doesn't really matter. It works fine. Okay, I need this color and this color. Let's do line art real quick. He has a smug smile. Oh my gosh. Okay, the reason why I use colored line art most of the time is because I feel like when I use straight up black, it smudges. And when I use, like, for example, just a darker color for like the skin tone, and when it bleeds, it's not that big of a deal because it kind of just blends in with the skin color. Wow, I don't know how I'm talking and doing line arts at the same time. I feel like usually artists like hold their breath when they do it, but I'm just talking. But yeah, I feel like I just like to use colored line art most of the time, but I haven't done that in this sketchbook before because I feel like these kind of bleed a little bit in this Ohuhu sketchbook. No, it's not a Ohuhu, it's Elo. What am I talking about? Okie dokie, now I shall do with the colors. I know I didn't do line art here, but I don't flippin' care. I want to color. Wow, that was the wrong color. I'm so glad I caught that. That was the wrong color. I'm so happy I caught that. It's on the neck, you can't really tell because the neck is probably going to be darker because it's like overshadowed by your head. So it doesn't really matter, does it? I feel like jumping to his pants. Markers. Oh, how I've missed you. I haven't colored something with markers in a while. So this feels good. Why did I not do line art for this? That was kind of stupid. Let me do that right now. Yeah, this hand and this hand, this one's way too big, but I'm supposed to be having fun. So it doesn't really matter if it's atomically correct or not. It matters if you're having fun, and I'm trying to tell myself I'm having fun. No, I am having fun, but I think I'm just nitpicking a little too much with the anatomy. Do you guys like the sound of markers or not? Not really. Now we're going to get to this dark color. Is the Elo sketchbook meant for markers? I don't even know. Probably color his face now. Wow, this is way easier to do this because, like, I make some shorts and then I, like, color with the markers, and I have to, like, use one hand to record, and, like, also the phone is in my face. I'm like, I cannot record like this, but right now it's super easy. I'm, like, drawing how I normally would. Well, I'm not putting my face super close to the sketchbook, though. But yeah, this is pretty good. His skin's so light that I don't even need like a wash color, or like not a wash, different color for his glasses. I'm just gonna leave it white. He has eyebrows, I promise. I just haven't like did line art yet. So wow, I just got hit with the sleepies. His hair color's red because he still thinks he's young and youthful and wants to dye his hair. Not saying that people that are older can't dye their hair, but this is like red hair. I really like this marker too. It's like the crimson. That's crimson. Yep, crimson 1 Copic English. I don't know if it's I like the color or like just how juicy this specific marker is. Because some markers are more juicy than others. Yeah. Don't you hate it when you close a marker and then your skin gets caught on it? That doesn't happen to me very often, but when it does, it's like, oh, that hurt. Needs to be tired. Shading with like a purpley color to give it some flair. I don't know. Just feels right, okay? I don't know. I felt impulse to do that. There. It's because he's kind of frazzled, so his hair shows it. He's stressed out at work. Wow, this page, this like sketchbook page had nothing in it when I first started the video, and now there's stuff on it. Whoa. You know, I debated giving him an ear piercing, but I don't think he would be the type to get one. Oh, the colors are on the bottom. Coolio. I think I'm slowly ruining this, but it's okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just adding stuff, and I'm having fun. Which, that's the point. So yeah, didn't really leave enough space for that, but I made it work. Now what do I put here? You know what? This video is way too long already. Let's put stickers. Oh my gosh. Is this a waste of space that I could have easily drawn here? Yes, but the video is already way too long and I want to fill the spread. I like to label things because it fills space. Okay, something totally did not almost fall. There. Okay, that seems kind of done to me. Okay, switching audios. But yeah, this is the finished sketchbook spread. This was a fun video to record, but not a fun video to edit. Yay! This video was like more than an hour long, and I had to edit it down to like 20-something minutes. But yeah, I do really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then let me know by commenting or just leaving a like. It really helps me out. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you're watching this. So, goodbye! Okay, so you see this little fox character that's on screen right now? The human being that voice acts this character is my dad, and it's his birthday today! Woohoo! Kinda forgot I was posting this video the same day of his birthday. So, whoopsie. So I just wanted to wish my dearest father a happy birthday. Because he always encourages me to keep doing what I'm doing. If you guys are still here, leave this emoji in the comments.